Failed entrepreneur. I make crappy videos every day, so subscribe so you don't miss a single one. And go way back to 1961, right? John F. Kennedy is the newly elected president in the office. Cuba has just recently become a communist nation, 90 miles off the coast of the United States, and they are have very warm relations with the Soviet Union. And the Kennedy brothers, John and Robert Kennedy, are consumed with trying to get rid of Castro's regime as kind of a fundamental policy, unofficial policy, official policy of their administration, and went to great lengths to try and get rid of Castro while Kennedy was in office. Spoiler, they fail over and over and over. The most famous failure would be, of course, the Bay of Pigs invasion, 1961. Like I said, the CIA, led by a guy named Dick Bissell. Why do I know that? I'm a history teacher. Had planned some ad hoc invasion of Cuba. They were literally recruiting Cuban exiles on the beaches of Florida in like these little set up shacks or something like that, and took these guys, a handful, maybe a couple hundred. There's a reason I'm saying this, and trained them poorly. And the plan was basically they were going to drop these guys off at the Bay of Pigs, and they were going to lead a armed revolt or revolution to overthrow Castro. And the people of Cuba would see this and join them, and their ranks would swell, and they would get rid of Castro. They were supposed to have air supports, but not from American plane. It was just very, very poorly planned, almost kind of like a cartoonish plan to invade and overthrow the government of another country, and it failed spectacularly. Castro was tipped off. He knew they were coming. I think he was just waiting on the beaches for these guys to land. They never got any additional air support. All the men were captured and executed, and it had American fingerprints all over it, even though the United States at first denied that we had anything to do with this. However, Kennedy would man up later, and was it victory has 1,000 fathers, defeat is an orphan, I think was a famous quote I like. And he took the blame because he signed off on this. He was young, he was inexperienced, you got some career military guys, and I guess they've been planning this during Eisenhower's administration. Basically just dropped this on Kennedy's desk, and he basically deferred to them that you're the experts and you know what you're doing, so I will let you go ahead and try it. And then the egg was all over his face, and this is one reason we don't remember this, but the beginning of Kennedy's administration was really bad, and he was not off to a good start. But anyway, besides that, what else did they try and do? They tried to, I think, sabotage his food or his salad, plant bombs in one of Castro's cigars, and put landmines under some seashells or booby trap some seashells that Castro liked to go snorkeling in. Like real Looney Tunes type of Wile E. Coyote stuff that the CIA and the Kennedys were planning. Anyway, why am I bringing up Bay of Pigs? Because we maybe had a mini Bay of Pigs, or a Bay of Pigs Gate, or Bay of Pigs 2.0, whatever you want to call it, in Venezuela. A couple Americans, this is in the news last couple days, still is, got caught kind of red-handed trying to plan a revolt and assassinate the Presidente of Venezuela, a guy named Maduro. So, and a lot of people are saying this is kind of like a Bay of Pigs, which it is, and maybe it's not. I don't know. So, the story is these two ex-Green Berets, American Special Forces, were caught in Venezuela, shirtless, on the beach, in sandals. Looks like they were on vacation with a handful of other guys. And supposedly these guys were, I don't know if they were hired or contracted. We're still trying to figure things out, and everyone's denying things. But they were planning to overthrow or assassinate, again, President Maduro in Venezuela and install Guido, the other president in exile that we recognize and whatnot. But anyway, um, so these guys got kidnapped. They had been training, I think, maybe 300 guys in the jungles of like Colombia or Venezuela nearby or somewhere like that. And they confiscated a lot of their equipment. But from the photos that you can see online, I'll link the article here. These guys were trying to overthrow a government with TAC vests, M4 carbines, um, some little hand portable radios, and samurai masks, samurai demon masks. I guess to protect them from COVID-19, I guess, or something. Or are those skull bandanas already out of fashion? Is the samurai mask the new cool thing for mercs these days? I don't know, but probably not gonna overthrow anybody. I mean, you could maybe go airsofting with stuff like that, but yeah, it looked like they had airsoft gear, kind of. But anyway, kidnapped or not? They were arrested, paraded on TV, and again, whether the United States had any involvement or not, it's a black guy for the U.S. because there's some American involvement. Oh, and these guys that supposedly were backed by some American billionaires who it was in their interests to get access to things like Venezuelan oil and mineral deposits, which the president in exile was supposed to pony up to American companies if he was able to take power. If Maduro is ever killed, and I'm sure there's tons of people gunning for the guy, I would not assume it's a safe bet the other guy just waltzes in and takes over, but whatever. These guys again were captured and paraded on Venezuelan TV. I'm sure it helps Maduro's poll numbers. I'm sure it's a good look for him, right? He's showing the equipment on TV and parading these guys around, and he survived and he caught them, and so I guess it's an up for him and it's a down for billionaires and maybe the United States. Was the United States involved in this? The Trump has denied responsibility. It doesn't seem like there's any American involvement, and I hate making statements because they come back and bite you, but I would say it's probably safe to assume yes, given the circumstance. They only sent 2 guys in who, besides being Green Berets, seem to have no other reason or connection to be like. I don't think they had FBI or CIA contacts. I think these guys were just. The news is saying they're like playing Rambo, and it's kind of like I said it was. These guys looked like they were airsofting. They're just kind of like, this is a fun thing we're going to go do. We got a lot of money, so let's go spend it or something. I would hope, no doubt, that the United States is trying something to get rid of Maduro. I don't know if it's assassination teams hiding in Venezuela or a full-on military coup. I would hope it would be a little more sophisticated than that. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do, but if you're going to do it right, right? Samurai mask? That's so weird. But I don't think so because it seems like it was really kind of thrown together, slightly unprofessional. I mean, these guys, I think some of them got caught by fishermen. Not, like, what, man, what's going on with Green Berets these days? I don't know. Is standards falling or something? Maybe these guys got kicked out. I don't know. Whatever. It's still like a developing story, but it's just kind of interesting that you still see maybe a little unintentional American meddling in South America and like the Caribbean, and I don't think anybody was killed, but it's just I guess embarrassing, maybe kind of funny that these guys got caught. What are they doing there? Was it an easy payday? Is that easy to knock off people? I know Maduro almost got killed by a drone a year or 2 ago. He was giving a speech. Like, speaking of Looney Tunes, and someone like tried to fly like a little RC drone with a bomb towards him or something. That failed. It's just I guess you have to be comical to try and pull something like this off. But we'll see what happens. I would not want to be those two Green Berets. I guess we're going to try and bring them back because I don't know, maybe they're military, or I would say sorry. I'm sorry. For whatever reason you chose to do this, it's a dangerous line of work. And hey, if you got captured shirtless in flip flops and sandals, I think that's kind of on you. And that would kind of maybe imply maybe there was some American responsibility if we wanted these guys back. So I don't know. Um, but maybe they're bargaining chips. I have no idea. It's just a kind of wacky, weird, non-corona related story, which I thought we all could use right now. So, like I said, we will see what happens if these guys are returned. Maduro lives to rule another day, and these guys might have to go back to, I don't know, playing Call of Duty online or something. That might be more their speed. But who am I to talk? I'm obviously not a Green Beret, so. But just kind of fun, like I said. And well, history repeats. History repeats. All right. Thanks for watching. This is Fail Entrepreneur. My thoughts on some current events, and I got things to do today. I know you do too. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.